All right, today we are going to be working on the Festive Gingerbread. Because it's, Christmas time, and I got a gingerbread house, and I typically build a gingerbread house. I think last year I actually built a gingerbread Millennium Falcon, which was kind of cool. We did finish this. This needs to go down here. Yep. So we finished right there, the Ecto 1. We put on the shelf, and since we're into December, we're going to be doing the some Christmas stuff. So we got this gingerbread house. I think it'll fit. The box is pretty big. I think it'll fit back into this box so you can store it and not have to take it apart every year. That's how the wreath is and the tree. But before we get started with this, let's switch to this one. And we're going to do our Advent calendar build for today. So today is the 10th. We did the 9th. We actually did the 8th and the 9th yesterday because I forgot on the 8th. Let's do the 10th here. We'll see what we get. Okay, looks like a tool stand. Oh, you guys can't see that. The tool stand. Okay. Let's set this up here. We'll use this as our building area. So, some people have been building them inside, like keeping them inside the plastic and then assembling them that way, which is kind of challenging, getting the pieces rotated the way they're supposed to go. And then this black piece. Some of them are way too challenging to do like that. But this one has quite a few pieces. Let's see if we can do it. If I get too frustrated, I'm just going to open it. Oh, it was there. Flip it over. I don't know how entertaining this is. That's the bottom side. Come on. I had it. Okay. I could do this, but it would take forever, and I would rather work on the other build, so we're just going to open it. Because it is significantly easier to just do. Oops, those are all backwards. Sometimes my videos get muted because of the background And normally that's not an issue, but I save all of my VODs to a YouTube VOD channel, and occasionally oh, you know what? Need this on there first. Oh. And occasionally it can't be seen. Like I have one of the Star Wars ones had some music. Usually Seaberg 1000, it'll say, you know, hey, this song has been copyrighted, but YouTube doesn't do anything, and Twitch doesn't mute it at all either. But I mostly post them there just to save the what do we call just to save the VODs, just as a place to save them. And that's typically fine. But the one, it's like can't be viewed anywhere because I used Star Wars theme music. Don't regret it. Yeah. Hello, Nancers. We're doing our daily. This is the Advent calendar build for today. And then we're going to start on our gingerbread house. This is probably the most excited for a gingerbread house that I've been. I was pretty excited last year when they did the when I got a Millennium Falcon gingerbread. Alright, there it is. All zoomed in. Take our photo. How are you doing today, Nancers? Hopefully you're doing well. We gotta post this to our Discord. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry you didn't get good sleep. Let's crop it. Done. And we'll post that real quick as we're this. Let's move our black background. Hello, Chili. How are you? Let's go back to this one. December 10th. Just woke up from a small nap. That's nice. Include that. Okay. We posted that to Discord. I did a little thing. I got a little thing up here on my mic. So I have two little places for I could put minifigures. And I just put like a spot here, and so I have the blue. We'll go to this one so you can see it a little better. I have the blue Mandalorian there, and you can see the 1x3 right there. So that if I wanted to, for example, if I was building something and I wanted to put the minifigure that I was building there instead of in the corner, we'll be able to stick him there. This guy constantly tries to shoot me, keep me up to date, but like any other stormtrooper, never hits me because they aren't a very good shot. Yeah, some days I don't get very good sleep, and so sometimes on the weekends I even get to take a nap, but not. I think that's probably occasionally, but not very often. Sometimes I get to take a nap at work. I will be sitting somewhere. Oh, the gingerbread is amazing. Yes, that is awesome. I like that emote. That's perfect. I have some. There's a Lego builder named Mr. Harral. He looks like Santa. Yeah. So I'm opening this a little bit more carefully, but Mr. Harral has all of his are based on Santa. Let's see if I can find some. I gotta do it over here. There we go. So yeah, so he has some pretty cool ones. Like here's the nap one. Anyway, but a bunch of his are Santa, and I subscribed to him this so I could get a lot of the Christmas emotes. Yeah. I wouldn't mind. Actually, I slept in today because I wasn't working today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, that's also an awesome. Yeah, I like that. It's like a little puppy coming out of a present. I never did get the sweater. It won't give it to me. I don't know why. I shared a clip. I think it has to be a holiday-themed clip. So maybe if I get a clip of us building a gingerbread, maybe it will. I don't know. Yep. I downloaded the clip and then I uploaded it. No, I didn't download the clip. I did it directly from Twitch. That's not a big deal though. You just downloaded them? Oh. So you didn't have to share them. You just downloaded them? Oh. I wonder if that's what I did. Yeah, I might have missed the window already. But it's fine. Okay. Well, we're going to put Santa together. Here's his torso. There's his little hat. There's his bag. His head. His legs. And his beard is in here. I got another used set at a significant discount today. I went shopping with my wife to the last day is the 12th. Okay, I'll try it again today. Thank you. So, I found the globe. The Lego globe. And my wife saw it. And I took my wife on purpose. And she's like, you want to take me to the Lego store? And I'm like, yes. I says, because if I see something, then I can know if I should get it or not. Because I still need to get something from... Because my parents just give us money and then we have to buy our own gift. And then they wrap them and you unwrap a random gift. And then everybody has to decide whose gift is whose. Which is a weird way to do it. But that ensures that everyone gets the same amount. Oh, I forgot the beard. And because that way it's like if you spend more than what they gave them, it doesn't really matter because you get what you want and they spend the exact same. But I found the globe and it's been on my wish list, and it's the Lego globe because it's out of print, I guess. That's no longer, yeah, they're not retired. Retired is the word. No longer in print is like what a book would be. But it's retired. It's super expensive. Just like the wall map. I would love the wall map. But I can't find it. And the cheapest I can find it is like $450 or something like that. You know, insane. Well, this one that we've been looking for, the globe, is like that. It's several $100s. And I'm like, I just can't justify that. But this pre-owned one, so it's already assembled. You can see it. So I got it, and I'm gonna pick it up. So I got it. It's sitting over there. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna give myself from my parents for Christmas. Yeah. So, and then we'll just go from there. So I don't know if I'm gonna disassemble it in time to get it to my parents' house so they can wrap it. But I don't have the box, but I do have the instructions. So I'll probably just have my parents wrap the instructions. Because that's exciting. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, but I'm super stoked. So in January sometime, we will build the globe. And I'm excited for that. I had fun taking apart... Oh. I forgot. I went through their bin of stuff. And they have loose bricks you can buy. Yeah, and that's what I did with the Ghostbusters. When we were doing the Ghostbusters, we were missing this piece. I don't know what happened to it, but I went through their bricks there, found it. Actually, Hero found it. The store, I couldn't find any of them. The store found the 1x2 version of this. He found 2 of them, which are also in there. And then Hero walks up and goes, "So is this the piece you're actually looking for?" there's like just there's 4 or 5 things as big as my desk, about 4 inches deep, of just random Legos, just loose Legos. And she walks up and within 30 seconds is like, "Is this the piece that you're looking for?" So we should put it on. It's missing right here. There we go. That was the one piece. And I don't know if I lost it as I was disassembling it. I don't know, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I don't know if it was missing the whole time or something happened to it. I don't know. But now it's complete. All the pieces are there because we found it today. Yeah. I'm super excited. And let's put Santa up here. Yeah. Let's take the blue Mandalorian down. We'll put the blue Mandalorian up there. But now Santa's here. Okay. And I'm super excited about building this today. There's 6 things. So I don't know how long. It might take us a while, but that's okay. I don't really have anything else to do today. There was a Trader Joe's that opened up near us. And I know Trader Joe's is around multiple places, but I was stoked that they opened. And so we went there, and I found some of their stuff. I've been eating these like lean cuisine type meals. They're frozen meals for like lunches at work, so I don't go buy stuff. Yeah, and so I tried. They had soup dumplings, and they had a chicken teriyaki, just a chicken teriyaki bowl with rice. And so my wife and I shared the soup dumplings, and they were super good. And I ate the chicken teriyaki rice, which was also really good. And they will work. They're a little bit, it's about a half an hour drive away. So I drove home and then I got home shortly after noon, so I just ate it for lunch. But I would have to probably take a cooler if I was getting a bunch of stuff, because if it's frozen, I would put it in the cooler. You really like the stuff? I don't know how to say that word. Ganache? Ganucci? Yeah. Probably if I hear it, I will know, yeah. But it's kind of like gnocchi. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the G gets me. It's like, what was it, Omniscience yesterday? You see it and it looks different than, I mean, it's looking at the word and it just looks different, you know? Yeah. Dumb. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, but I don't know what gnocchi is. But there was so much stuff. Because it's new, it's only been opened for... It opened maybe a month ago. And so there was tons of people there. I don't know if Trader Joe's is always busy like that. Or if it was just... I don't know if it was busy just because it was Christmas time. Or if it was new. Maybe a combination of them. But there was so many people in there. I got overwhelmed very quickly and went, okay. My wife and I both went, well, let's go home. Little dumplings. Oh, they're like Italian dumplings made of potatoes. Okay. Oh. That sounds yummy. I had never had the soup dumplings I had. They were about... Oh, I am on the wrong screen. They were about this big around. You know, but they were thicker. So maybe like, yeah, almost like this. There we go. Yeah, they were like, if there was 2 more of those, that's about the size of them. And they were just, but there was liquid inside them. They were just steamed. Oh my gosh, they were so good. You eat it like pasta. Oh, now I want them. Little dumplings. Anyway, it was super good. Both of the soup dumplings and the little chicken teriyaki bowl. It was like perfect size and everything, and I just was like, this is good. I could definitely eat these for lunch. Yeah. So is it from a different country? Is like Chinese or Japanese or something like that, or is it just a type of potato pasta? It's Italian? Okay. I have in the past tried to recreate meals or cook meals in the past. I think that might be fun to do. Although I haven't made a YouTube video in forever. It's pretty common. Yeah, I probably, if I saw it, I'd probably be like, oh yes, I've had that, I know what it is, you know. But maybe not, I don't know. Now I'm curious. I wonder if I really have, and I just don't know what that's what it's called. Yes. I've had them before. I'm dumb. They are good. Oh. That is a fantastic idea. So I've been thinking about this week, and Saturday I have friends coming over. So I don't think I'll be able to stream on Saturday, but I really enjoyed playing that the puzzle game. um, the pair blocks, pair box. And so I might do that on Friday instead. We'll see. Have I not posted the poutine video? Did I filmed it, did I not edit it? I bet I didn't edit it. Because I think I filmed it in July, and then in August we had our issue with... Yeah. I'll bet, because I bet I was working on it, and that's when the crap hit the fan at work with the ransomware, which entirely took over everything. Yeah, but I do still have the footage, and I'm guessing, yeah, because I'll have to look. I also didn't do... I didn't do a thing this year. I'll have to go back to the way I used to do it, and do it, just type it up, a letter, because I wanted to make a video, and then I had an idea to do like a comic book thing instead, and I just haven't had the time to edit everything and do it. But I like the recap of the year. That's fun for me. A lot of the things like Twitch and, you know, Discord is now starting to do the recaps. Well, I like doing the yearly recap with my interactions with all my friends. That was fun. I was looking at it the other day, and I remember, you know, doing a co-stream with Chili. We built Legos together. You know, that was earlier in the year, you know, and a lot of the things like Nancers we've been watching with Stardew Valley, you know, a lot this year. Just different things, and all the different games that I played. We played a lot of I know, like that Peak came out, and we played a lot of that. Repo came out, we played a lot of that. You know, just stuff like that, and it's fun to go back and look. So I think I'll just do a letter again this year, since I just haven't had the time to do a video. The storyboard version was going to be cool. Maybe I'll do that next year. I don't know, but it might not work. But I will get that poutine video out, because I did have it. I did try it. I wish. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but there's one thing I wish was different. And I think it's because I think it's just a local problem, not anything else. I don't know where that went. I can't tell. Is my music too loud? Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Nope. Oh. One of those. 1, 2, 3. Four of those. Oh, Nancers, when we do eventually go, when we do actually play Stardew Valley together, if we do it online, we can either do a couple, because I was thinking about this, a couple of different ways to do it. We can either do like a stream together, or I can just come on as a guest. So all of my people will be notified, but then they just come to your stream. That might be the easiest, but we'll figure something out. Because I think that would be fun. I'm excited to do to play the Stardew Valley Extended with you. And with Pete and whoever else can. I don't know if there is a limited number. Nice. Well, I mean, he said he wanted to play. But he had blueprints, and Arc Raiders has been taking a lot of thing. Well, and that's okay. I think with the bigger group, the extended actually provides more content, and so it's a little bit funner with more people because there's more to do, there's more to see. You know, yeah, he'll be fine, especially as a group. I actually have more fun. My perfection run was was on my own, but I actually have more fun playing with people or watching people than I do, because I've watched Chili play it, I've watched you play it, and I have a lot of fun watching people play it or playing with people. I mean, I did have fun playing it on my own, but I am a person that 100% I love playing with people. That's just I like, if I had a chance to play a single player game on my own or a multiplayer with people, even if like the single player, I would 100% always pick the multiplayer. Ugh. I don't know where it went. Maybe it's an extra. Yeah. If it disappears, does that count as a drop? It's probably hidden in the pattern of the carpet. Or not well, it's a rug, but we'll see. I don't think we'll need it. Five of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Ooh, there's an extra beard in here. That could be fun. We could put a beard on. Well, we can't put it on the Mandalorian or the Stormtrooper, because that will get their helmet is in the way. We could make an old Obi-Wan Kenobi. I may do that. I'll have to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah, he's in there. Yeah, we'll see if I have another one. I may just buy an Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was at the minifigure store today. One thing my wife made sure she told me this multiple times as we were out and about. She told me, I do not approve of this hobby. It's expensive. And I said, you don't have to approve, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. And she understood that. She just knows it's. But she liked this store because she could see, she had done the research herself to find this, and it was about. It was more than half. It was more than half off of what you could find it with. So. Uh-oh. So she was excited about that. Then we started talking about boring stuff like pensions and what happens if Mapper retires. And then I explained to her how my pension works. And she was excited then. She didn't understand how it worked. She's like, what happens if you die? What happens if you change jobs between now and then? What happens with this? And I explained it all to her, and she's like, oh. She's like, what happens if I quit my job? Then you don't have any more fun money. That's not true. She'd still spend. If our kids would move out, imagine I could just go to town on Lego Builds orange goes above the blue, and then pink goes above the yellow. And yellow. We're simulating candy. And purple on top of that. I always enjoy the little bursts. Like it shows when I put on there. Smaller one. And one of these goes on top. Oh, we're making a bed. We got our little bed there. That also helps tie this piece together. It was only held by that little piece there. Okay. Oh, making a fireplace. Two. Put these black round one by ones. Can't believe how fast December's going. Like today's the 10th already. That's going by super fast. Oh, thanks for the first. That's weird. It showed it there, but it didn't show it over here on my dashboard, because I usually have my dashboard up too. Yeah, the whole year has been going by pretty fast. Green car. Oh, I didn't realize there was still a green one over there. Wow. Yeah, I need to make a sound alert because Nancer's redeemed the first and I didn't see it. I don't know if she did it right as I noticed it or not, but it's weird that it didn't show up. Oh yeah, I can see here it was 11 minutes ago. Yeah. So it was 10 minutes before I saw it. Sheesh, that better be better. Yeah. I need to incorporate some other things and get some, because I can do some more. Oh my word, this many extra pieces? That is a ton. Yeah, plus that. My son got something, got an exclusive Lego set from Barnes & Noble for purchases, and I am jealous. It's these little ice skaters. It's like a little thing, and those were his extra pieces. Yep. I will have to check out. I'm gonna try and upgrade some stuff. That's gonna be my goal. My New Year's resolution is to up some of my productivity, or yeah, do some things. Figure the things that I've been putting off, figuring out stuff like that. I'm gonna do. This was a small bag. We've been talking for quite a while. Well, I guess we did. Make the door. Here's something I don't understand, Chunks, and maybe I should ask it while you're streaming. I don't understand the subscriber walk on. I don't know what that is supposed to. Is it just like, hey, I'm gonna call my like kind of like shouting myself out, or is it asking to join you? That's what I wasn't sure. And so I've been hesitant to do that because I don't know what it, like I don't know what. I know we were testing some things the other day. But I just wasn't sure. Mm-mm. Okay, I think we did that right. This way. Okay. Okay. That's, yeah, because I have something similar to that. It's not a redeem, but it's, yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Because if we go here, let's do yeah, because if you typed, because I have something similar, so if you just typed like exclamation point chunks, that's my version of, I guess, that. And I've done it for a few people. Do I have? Yeah. Yeah, and I have one for Nancers. And like if you wanted something different, I could put it in there. That's just what I had made up. But for a few people that have just been around for a while and are consistently here, I made those for them. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Well, that might be fun to do. Yeah. Because I wanted, initially I wanted to make that. I got the idea from Diamond, because Diamond had something similar to like that. You'd go in and you could do your, but only, so like only you would have permission to do exclamation point chunks. And so nobody else could, you know, but I don't, that's way too complicated. And Nightbot doesn't do that complicated, but it was kind of my idea there, you know, kind of a, hey, thanks for being here. But mine doesn't get used very often. I think people forget about it, or they're like, I used to do more. Yeah. Well, that's what I want to use if I start doing it, because right now it's only Nightbot, and Nightbot doesn't have the ability to do that. But if I did something from like a jump scare along with it, or something like that, those people who like to jump scare me would 100% come in and go, you know, exclamation point Odin. Odin loves to scare me, and he would, you know, and if his is like, oh, Odin's here, you know, did I get, you know, scared, you know, and if it was associated with a sound that scares me, Panda does the same thing. Yeah. 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 But that's, yeah, that's what I would like to do is to have it so there's a cooldown as well. Yeah. But I'll have to figure out I want to get StreamerBot or Streamer.bot in there, because also the cool things that it does with Legos. Yeah, because it'll do, so this right here is just a screen capture. So it's here. So if I make my screen bigger, but Streamer.bot has a plugin where you just type in the number, and I don't have to go download it in advance, whatever. And I just type the number and it pulls up, and I can make it as big as I want on my screen, but it's confined to whatever size I set it on the stream. I mean, that's just one thing, you know, but all the other cool features that you have, another thing. And I know it's not perfect, because I've but I don't expect it to be perfect, you know, and it doesn't always work for everything you want it to do. But I think if I used it the way that I want to enhance things, I think it could do well. Come on. There we go. And this is going to be where our gingerbread house changes the hinge, because it'll open or close. Yeah. I know my friend Tinker Glitch really loves Streamer.bot, but she has an issue with, because she has some of them where the sounds, and there's like a few things that she has to redo almost every stream, and she's like, it's not supposed to do this, it doesn't normally do this, you know, but a lot of it could be how you did it, how you set it up, what, you know, adding things, adjust, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I mean, she sets certain, so she'll pull a sound in every time. So if she was doing something like this, she might, or if she was doing a Star Wars one, she'd add specific sounds just for that stream, which is cool and way more than, I mean, it's way more work, but then that sometimes makes it where the ones that are always there don't work. She has the T-Rex scare, and that one, about once a month, has an issue where it doesn't launch correctly. And she's able to fix it right there on stream, but yeah. But I wonder if it's how it's coded or how it's pulled or how, I don't know. And I'm not perfect at stuff. That's why I've been hesitant, because I'm like, I am not perfect at these things, and I don't want to screw it up harder than. In fact, I use Streamlabs OBS instead of just OBS, because that's what I started with, that's what I'm used to, and the other is way more complicated. And I don't know that I need all of those features, but when I found out Streamer.bot will work with Streamlabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. See, that's what I'd like. Some things are not from my computer, but I would like to do that, Right. Well, you have to do at least Twitch, because they. But I agree. Yeah. So I might, sometime in the future, like I said, that'll be my goal for my New Year's resolution, is to get some of that set up and going. So I might actually get your help with some of that, because that would be nice. Anyway, I've done a lot of stuff, like my emotes and a lot of stuff like that. A lot of those are my own, and I set it up, and I like doing that. But if it's a new thing, until I've done it once, I get very nervous, like I'm gonna screw it up, and I don't want to screw it up so bad that I can't stream, or I can't do something like that. Yeah. I will definitely take you up on that for sure. Yeah, because even things, simple things like on this, I would love the sound. I would love to be able to add sounds, or just things like that, and get it off of those third-party platforms. I don't like, some of them require me to do bits for, and so I'll have them like for 0 bits or something like that, but I don't want to do that. I would rather have them for channel points or something like that, but I'm limited in some of those, and or a command in the chat. That would be awesome. The channel points, the other nice thing about that is not only can you have a cooldown, but really only those people who, a brand new person, you can determine the level of the person. Someone who's been there a long time really has more points, really has more options to, jump scare me, do whatever. Oh, well, that's an extra donut. I'm like, I don't think we used that one. We did. Donut. I don't know what that sounded like. Why can I not think of Homer? Homer Simpson. But that's what I was going for. Really? That's... Okay. The other thing I like about yours is I like the dual shout out. Because I like saying things, because I like when I get a raid or something like that, I like being able to say, shout somebody out. But I would like to do the Twitch shout out and the other kind of shout out, because it'll say, hey everyone, be sure to follow, you know, they were recently playing, and it pulls those information. I like that version, and I like knowing what they played, what they did, and that. But I also like the one that Twitch does because, yes, because it does both, and I like that, and I would like to do. I would like to be able to do both instead of, because I just have a tendency to, do the. Something like this. Is it dropping frames again? My video is, or... okay. It does that occasionally, and I don't know why. Yeah. As soon as I have the software open, and occasionally it does. I used to open it, in that fix, but I'm like, if it's in the background sometimes, but as soon as I touch it, it goes boom. And I think that's one of the things I want to fix too, is because it's not using the actual camera, it's using a virtual version of the actual camera. Because I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did that. But the actual camera has better color than the virtual version, and half of that is my problem. But I don't know how I got it to be a virtual version of the camera, and I'm just like, this is dumb. I did, but I'm like, that's one of the things I have to figure out. No, there's no filters, no nothing. Because I can put, yeah, there's nothing on there. And I don't know, but that's one of the things. But I'm scared to break it, so I'm like, I think I'll have to add the actual camera in instead of a virtual camera, and I don't know if it's just the way I added it. That's a possibility. But yeah, there's all sorts of weird things. So, Subnautica, are you playing the second one, or is this the modded version of the first one? Because I was watching you and modded the first one. Okay. Because I've watched a lot of Subnautica. I never played it because it's similar to like what I was saying earlier. I am way more into a multiplayer game and had more fun than just a single player game. I mean, I can single player, but I have more fun with other people. And the second one is supposed to be for that, but I didn't think it was out yet. So that's why I wondered if it was modded or... Oh. Does it have to do with the developers? Did they do, for lack of a better term, something naughty? Because that seems to be more common these days, is that people get themselves into trouble for doing something stupid. You know, and it's usually with screwing out a, screwing the little guy or something like that, and for lack of a better term. Because I know there's a lot of games like that, or they post some hurtful stuff, which is dumb. They only hurt themselves. Wait, this is the one where they're holding out. They're specifically delaying the launch to cut out people. Yeah. Yes. I have heard that. Yeah. You explained it way better than me, but yeah, which is dumb. And I agree. That's not right, just to delay it just so you don't have to pay out. It's like, we get a bonus if you do this on time, and then you specifically delay it just so you don't have to pay the bonus. And the community is not stupid. I mean, yeah. It's like one of my favorite games as well. Ark Survival Evolved took money from a host service and then just made it specifically just for them, which is a crappy service for that, and it killed the game for me. And I really have no desire to. I'm just like, nope, that did it. Because I don't like practices like that where they alienate other people, or they screw people out of money or deals. Yeah. Yeah. And I always played PvE to avoid the hackers and the other, and the cheaters and other stuff like that. But when they forced everyone to they even at first wouldn't let you play on a dedicated server on yourself. Yeah. And then they released that DLC. Yeah. Well, and then recently they released a DLC that broke the entire game, the old one. And I'm like, so you do this love language back to the community and say, hey, we haven't forgot about this, and it broke everything else in the game. And I haven't played it since. And I haven't played their new version. And I don't think I will for their Arc 2. Because I'm just like, it's sad. But I've been playing Rust and I'm liking Rust. I didn't like Rust at first because I didn't like the monthly wipe, where whatever you build gets wiped out the next month, which I'm liking that better because I'm a builder, and so that was hard to swallow. Is, hey, all this work you put into it is now gone. But now I look at it a different light. Is, hey, all of this work that you put into it, you get to build something entirely different next month. And sometimes for me, it's just about the build. And other times I'll build something, you know, a little simple, and I'll go out and do other stuff. But that has become not pink, purple. That's become my new go-to. And I'm not a PvP player. I don't do very well with PvP. Good, I thought I put it on. I thought I put it on backwards, but oh, I put that one on backwards. Huh. I didn't realize until just now. Because that one shows blue that way. There, that's right. So orange, pink, blue, yellow on that side, and on this side, orange, pink, blue, yellow. And so they're the same, but they don't mirror each other. Not that it matters. No one will care. No one will even notice. My family's not going to go, hey Mapper, this one's not exactly how it shows in the instructions. I checked it out. There we go. Stability on that hinge, putting that second one in. Oh, 6. I was going to say another 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6. Oh, it's being stupid. There we go. Weird. Oh, that's an icicle. Or icing. Something falling down. Maybe. We picked up some gingerbread cookies from Trader Joe's today because my wife was saying, I don't really want to make gingerbread houses. And I told her, I said, I'm making one today. And that's where she realized it was the Lego one that we had talked about. Blue. Yellow. Orange. Pink. And a snot brick. And then the pink one on top. Looks like a chocolate bar. Oh, and I almost forgot. ABI is free. Hello, Ross. How are you doing? That's cool that... because the in-game, if there is in-game cash, it's like that really doesn't lose them any money, but they were able to save face and send developers. Oh. Wait, what is ABI? It's not Arc Raiders is the one you guys were doing, which is not the other arc we were talking about earlier. Arena Breakout Infinite. Okay. Okay. Oh. Free to play. It's an MMO. Okay. Similar to Delta Force, which I played. I didn't play very much of it. Because I suck at PvP. There is no... I used to play Counter-Strike. Before CSGO was a thing. I played Counter-Strike. One of the very first games I played with groups of people. And I was the bait oftentimes. Because I'm like, I didn't have a very good kill to death ratio. And that's okay. And I don't care because I'm just having fun. Really. .3 to 1.5? Really? Because that's the time when I was playing, was 1.3, 1.5. I mean, we were just playing for fun. We would usually do local matches. Yes, the golden age of CS. And then it was, they did CSGO, which it became CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offense. And then they did even the recent update. Now, this is Counter-Strike is the way to do it. They put out a brand new game, and just anyone who already owns it, you also get the updated version. There you go. Instead of bleeding people dry for the exact same game, like the stupid Ark Survival Ascended, which is the same thing as Ark Survival Evolved, just on a different platform. Yeah. Anyway, CS is doing it better. But yes, the golden age of Counter-Strike. So, if you ever need bait in your Counter-Strike games, let me know. I've got a lot of experience being the bait. Or the distraction, or whatever, Sometime back then, I didn't even realize what it was, though. I didn't realize that they're like, hey, we're going here. They're like... Back then, my username was Buford, and they'd be like, Buford, you go first. And I did, because I was like, oh my gosh. My computer back then sucked. It was a Compaq. We played Halo. Yeah. You notice I didn't even... Well, I thought CSGO and CS Condition Zero were the same. But I just ignored Counter-Strike Source. But I thought that's what... I thought CSGO was Condition Zero. But maybe I'm wrong. And I'm okay being wrong. Okay. So that probably wasn't it then. Yeah. Anyway. All of this stems back to the fact that Mapper is not very good at PvP, for first-person shooters, but I've played a lot of them. I even play a lot of PvP games, but I play them not PvP version, which is kind of dumb. If I were ever a part of a... If you've been having fun with Ark lately, yeah, like I've been watching you play that. Like I tried Battlefield when it came out recently, because I had a friend who was getting into it. I had a hard time because I'm like, they want $60 for me to play this game, a game that I suck at. But I played it because I was having way more fun with friends, and at that time it was the free demo. Red goes on the bottom. Okay. And I don't know. So is... I know Arc. Arc probably only has... because it doesn't really have the other type. It does. It's not a survival game. It is a first-person shooter. Based on what I've seen you play. Mm-hmm. We need to get those straight. My daughter just got home. Today was her last 2 finals. Hopefully she did well. Those. Ooh. Oh, I already got it. I was like... Okay, a purple one. No. That is a red one on top of a purple one. Which pulls those 2 together. Random chocolate bar. Okay. And this is the post office door. Now, I will say, putting the doormat down before is easier than when we did it over here, when we did it after. Oops. We were supposed to put one of these on top of it. Oh. It also gets a donut doorknob. Oh my word. Hello, Panda. Thank you for the Ark battle theme, Panda. That wasn't even very loud. But I was so focused on the sticker and whatever my thoughts were, and perfect timing. Well done, Panda. Oh. I was thinking about the donut doorknob. We got the donut doorknob on there though, and the sticker. That was the first time you did the alert from your phone? Well done. You timed it perfectly, and it did honestly scare the living crap out of the heebie-jeebie. Not literally, because I don't need to go change my shorts, but you know, that I visibly jumped. Glad you're here, Panda. Hopefully you're having a good day, a great holiday season. Things aren't too hectic or busy for you yet. What that is, but it sits in the corner. My daughter is very animated. I can hear her. So either she didn't do very well on her school stuff, or she did well and she's excited about. Oh, there's a. Really? Holy crap. That's fantastic, Panda. That's like what? 3 weeks? Because it's like 2 weeks till Christmas. This, for me, is my busy time of year. So I wouldn't be able to. But I was able to get the 26th off. So I have the 24th, 25th, 26th. And that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I have the 27th, which is Saturday. It's about 3 weeks, yeah. But then I have to go back to work the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Some people in my office didn't take the 26th off because they would rather have the 31st off. And I'm okay. For me, I'm like, I'm not a huge... We don't do... My wife and I don't really do a ton of stuff for New Year's. So I'm okay not having that day off. Nice. Graduates from college. I figured, son. Your shout out graduates from college. Shout out to your son for graduating from college. That's cool. My daughter just started college. So this, in fact, this is her first semester. So my oldest daughter has decided to just live in the basement. Not go to college. I know. My oldest... So you might be a little older than me, Panda, but my oldest is 21, and my youngest is 16. And my middle one is 19. So the one that's going to college is 19, but yeah. We might be close to the same age. I don't know. I always assumed we were close, but you know what happens when you assume. Okay, I'm older than you. I'm 2 years older than you. Because I turned 50 in November. Okay, so this is our sink. We're gonna zoom. Yeah, so see that, how it, there's the faucet that runs, and then that's the water. So this is the cabinet. That's just pretty, that's cool. We'll put the sink. Right there, behind the stained, or in front of the stained glass window. Okay. Wait, was there... No, okay. I was making sure there wasn't a small piece like this. So this one has a white 1x1 on top of a brown 1x1, and then a white snot brick, which stands for stud not on top, SNOT. Put a clear thing in the front. Black disc on top. We're going to... I put it... If I do this and the flat surface of the desk makes all the little teeny pieces aligned. So the slides are flat and aligned. And that looks like the water, like... I don't know. That looks like a Culligan water thing to me. I don't know. Maybe it's the fridge, a mini fridge. Look at all of these. I didn't use this one though. Or that one. Or this one. Did I miss them somewhere? Oh, I did use them. Right there. These are just extras.
To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also
Holy
have an
cow.
eBay store. Search Seaberg Music Library.
I forgot about those. That just seems like a lot of leftovers. There's our leftover tray. Hey. My work said they didn't believe that I was building this. So I'm going to send them. Halfway photo. Mm-mm. Bum bum bum. Two, three, there it is. One, two, three. Red on the bottom again. Come on. Fat fingers. Why? White. Nope, that's... goes in the same spot. That was close. I saved it though. I was like, oh crap. That's like my goal. It's like just don't drop any of these pieces. Which clearly I don't always get. I hope you have fun in the mountains. That should be fun to go and spend some time with the family, hang out there. Congrats to your son on graduating university. Oh, it's already got snow? Nice. So you're picking him up and then heading up directly into the mountains? Or did he come home first? Not that it matters, really. But you gotta take some, appropriate shoes, appropriate clothing. Sometimes, actually, the snow makes it warmer because it insulates. Oh. So you're going to pick him up from... So I thought you were going to camping in the mountains or something. But his school is in the mountains. Yeah. Yeah, that's not always fun. Yeah, camping. That's Panda. That's my type of camping. It's like, you know what? We could go spend all of this money on a camping trip, or we can just go to a hotel. And we can take a shower. We don't have to rough it. It's much warmer. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you'll be there a couple of days, or for a little while, cleaning out stuff, and then heading everything home. That's cool. Well, drive safely. Because that's 6 hours is quite a drive, and in the snow. Okay, 3 days. That's not bad, because then at least you don't feel like you're driving there, turning around, and coming back home. Oh, I forgot the chocolate bar. I know. We got it though. I put it right there. I don't know if it's window shutters, but it looks like a chocolate bar. And since this is a gingerbread house that has candy on it, I'm going to say it's a chocolate bar. Oh. There's the chair. This is not a post office. This is just a house. Because I'm like, this is going to be a table and a chair? Because why would this be in a post office? But I think the post just comes through the slot in the door, maybe. I don't know. Yes, because this whole thing is just a normal house. Because we have the beds over here, the fireplace, the kitchen, and I'm guessing that's the chair, a chair with, and the table's going to go here. I could be wrong. Yep, see, there we go. Table. And you have your biscuit and your tea right there. Six of them. Right, one, two, three, four, and six. A tall one. This is like the third time we've made one of these. Yellow. Blue. Pink. And orange. Yellow. And purple. Good, 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 good. That's upside down. Long one, short one. Put our roof on them. That's the icing. We did the same thing with this that we did over there. There we go. Now we're on to bag 5. So 2 bags left. These bags are not that bad. That fell out of the garbage can and pulled bag 4 with it. One, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, snow covered. Oops. That was wrong. I know. I was talking about, like, yes. It took so much longer to knoll all the pieces out and get them out. These trays actually are the only way for me to do it, because I have to put them, all the small pieces are in here, which I can find, but I'm able to do them. And I still search for them, but only occasionally do I get anxiety with going, I can't find the piece, it's not here, I can't continue the build, And then usually I find the piece, it's like, oh, it's hiding under there, or I can't see it because of the edge of the tray. But most of the time, I'm able to do it. And the trays help me just dump it out without having to sort in a big pile. My brain can't do it. But these are also nice because I can pick them up, move them, and my desk is, not, a big shamble, like a big pile there. So if I have to go, I can. Like if my 16-year-old falls off the ladder trying to put the lights up. He didn't do that, but he got close to that. Okay. Perfect. No, he didn't fall, but he took it upon himself. We were going to do them later, and he just took it upon it. He just wanted to do it, when he's old enough, he can do it. But then he got frustrated and couldn't get it to work. So he was just getting frustrated. The lights fell down because they weren't staying attached to the house. So that's what, and I kept hearing it through my window, which there's a window well here, and the lights fell down into the window well, and that's what panicked. And then my wife came in and goes, "Can you help?" And I'm like, "Yes, I have like 2 steps." And so I hurried and just put the 2 steps together and went out there. And then the next stream, so if it was like a Wednesday, then the next one was like a Saturday, and I didn't stream because I wasn't feeling. And then people were like, "Did you fall off the roof? I haven't seen you." I was like, "No, we're fine. Everyone's fine." Yeah. Like I tried not to make it a big deal, but I remember I could see them through the window here. Okay. And he was doing fine. He just, when they fell, he was just getting frustrated, and he needed somebody to help. I didn't put him up. I just held them. We switched roles from the year before, where I was putting them up and he was holding them, helping them, so they weren't constantly pulling and then pull out the thing. And then when they start pulling, they just daisy chain pulling out of the things. I'd like to get permanent lights that stay up there. Was it just the one piece? Yeah. That stay up all year round. Because that would be nice to be able to just change them based on whatever holiday it is, so change them to orange and purple on Halloween, red and pink on Valentine's, multicolored for Christmas, stuff like that. That would be nice. Maybe we'll do that. This is another... This might be a couch. Because this is definitely a bed. Okay, 2 of these. I only see, there's the second one. Done. That did not stick down. One, 2. 3, 4. Oh, a chest of drawers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
We
then
appreciate
2
the folks at
of these.
SouthamptonDog.com in Long Island, New York, and their customers for supporting our Seaberg 1000 background music station. Thank you. Welcome to the wonderful world of classic background music, streaming to you live from Los Angeles, California. The music comes from our Seaberg 1000 background music system that was
There's our
used from the 1960s
chest of drawers
to
with the little
1980s.
handles.
We present the finest live background music available in the world from our extensive and varied music library. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Oh. And brown. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Mm. Oh. Snow cones on top of the house. This will be one. Okay. 1. All right. And bag 6. Mm. Okay. 1 of these. Oh, 2 of those. Okay. And it looks like candy cane pieces. Letter. This looks like our feather pen. Nice little desk there with some scrolly work. Got a chair. Is that a present? I don't know. Present right there. Or whatever that is. It is definitely a present. Oh. That's supposed to have a red bow on it. I was like, I don't see another silver bow. But I put the gold. I put the gold bow on. Okay, I have to make 2 of these. Red next. White. Review Mrs. Rabbit. Okay, red. Okay. Starting to come together. And I'm really feeling this Christmas music now. I'm not a fan of Christmas music before the US Thanksgiving. I realize there are some people who can listen to Christmas music anytime, anywhere. I just don't like that I don't like it taken over. You know, I would agree with that, Chunks. And see, for the US, our Thanksgiving is the end of November. So sometimes there's only 2 days. At most, there's like 5 days in November. But I would be okay with calling December 1st. Totally fine with that. I hate it when it encroaches too far into November. And I'm not a fan of when you go to the store and you're like looking for Halloween candy and you have to push past the Christmas decorations. I'm like, what? No. Well said. Are we Okay, so it is the candy is the exact same on both of them as well. Okay. Pink. A lovely bunch of coconuts. You dilute the magic by using it too much. Exactly, Panda. I'm with you guys. I love Christmas. I love Christmas music. I just don't think it should encroach on everything else. Dark pink. Ooh. I mean, there is something about the Christmas music that just typically is a positive, upbeat thing, and it is cozy and relaxing. I will agree with that. And I don't mind other people listening to it. That as long as it doesn't force everybody to, and yeah, because I know. Plus, it gets stuck in my head. If it gets stuck in my head, then I'm gonna be upset. Roxy!
Richie just raided with 15 viewers.
Well, come on in. Let's get you a shout out. Oops, we need a space there. You're playing VR chat? Nice. Nice, nice. You're probably cleaning up. But we're building a Lego gingerbread house. Yeah. How was the VR chat today? Hopefully it was well and good to see you. We are duplicating these. Roxy's probably actually cleaning up her VR stuff and actually shutting down her stream. Typically, she'll probably do the raid from her phone. So glad all of you could be here. My name's Mapper. I don't do VR. Hello. Yes. Well, it's in the middle of the it's just barely reaching evening time for me, but I know you're over there. Hopefully your stream went well. How was the VR chat? You built a flower Lego? Nice. Which flower? I have a couple of those botanical ones. They are up top up there. I have the a few of them up there, but I love the botanical set. We just finished the Ghostbusters one. Cozy and good vibes. That is fantastic. I am glad to hear that. You have a bit of delay. Yep. No worries. Understandable. Yeah, we are actually just finishing up with our gingerbread house. So we've built quite a bit of it. We've got some rooms inside, and we've got Santa. I guess this is his house. The plum blossom. Nice. I have not built that one, but my goal is to do a lot of them like that. But my wife told me today as we went shopping for Legos that this is an expensive hobby that she doesn't approve of. yet let me buy them anyway. Which I'm grateful for. It's better than some hobbies. I mean, I could have a expensive car hobby or something like that, but Legos just are never cheap, but that's okay. The bottom side. Okay. She doesn't mind the Legos. What she doesn't like is she doesn't like the cost of the Legos and funding said cost of the Legos. And I'm like, man, I got a full-time job. Uh-oh. This one didn't go in right. Yes. Yeah, we used to put gumdrops and all sorts of, like M&Ms and other little things on there. But with the amount of sugar that we get these days, I like this better because I'm not tempted to eat it. Yes, this is actually I got this didn't come from a secondhand market, but that's where we were at today was the secondhand market. I'll show you what I got. The top fell off. That's okay. So this I mean, I'm going to disassemble it so that I can build it myself. But the globe. And that's what yeah, I got the whole world in my hands. And these are the pieces that came off of it. Yeah. But the price was about $200 cheaper than there we go. Yeah. Then because it's a set that is so it does spin. Yeah. But we'll put this together sometime in January. It's actually my parents let me pick my own Christmas present. They just send me money and say, "Here, pick something." So I will take it apart and put it back together, but because it's a secondhand, it's significantly cheaper because that one is because they don't make it anymore. Yeah, that's a retired product. So I'm super stoked about that, and I love maps and globes and stuff like that. I've got a small one over there, a big one up there. Yeah, both of them are off camera because you can't see them. But mapper. I love maps and globes. Yeah, exactly, Chunks. Yeah, and so there's Roxy, if you need to go and shower and stuff like that, or do whatever to cool down, I totally get that. I appreciate you bringing your community. You got to do what you got to do to get food or do whatever after a stream. I totally get it. So yeah, and I appreciate you bringing your people here. I really do. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Yeah, so we so yeah, I'm excited for that. I'll take it apart off stream, and then I did the same thing with the Ghostbusters. Nope, that one. We took that one apart and did it. Yes, it does go both ways. And I noticed when we were at the store that the ones that had instructions and boxes sold had a higher value. And so I keep all of the instructions and all the boxes. I have a stack over there, which I'm going to start putting in. My daughter got rid of this dresser behind me, and so I'm going to start putting the boxes, fitting as many inside of each other as they can, and put them in there. But yeah, that's my idea, is to, because they do keep their value, and the longer that they don't have them, the more valuable they are. Yeah, it does. It's like it does go both ways. And so this is also at some point when I am not around anymore. Oh, this is over too far. Someday they're gonna sell my Legos when I either like I'm in a nursing home or something like that. They can sell them and get money back. Unfortunately, it probably won't be my wife. It'll be my kids. Or if I go, you know what? I want to fund this next project, I can sell some of my old ones. Yes, that's essentially that's the most sincere phrase. Yeah, wait till I'm dead and gone, because as long as I will still put them up. I will find more places to put them. Yeah. When I don't have it, well, I will continue. I have shelves that I need to hang up. They're floating shelves I need to hang up here. I can get rid of that couch and put more bookshelves in here. Yeah, this behind me is a recent addition because I have actual bookshelves here that are full of books and Legos, and there's two of those things next to each other, so I'll just add more stuff. Oh, and now it's crooked again. There we go. The family heirlooms, right? Unfortunately, you can only get the ones that I was interested in when I was alive. Okay, so what is these? I don't think I've used, but maybe we. Oh, the chimney. Okay. Panda, that sounds like a plan for me. Kick the kids out of their rooms. I mean, they're adults. They should go. Oh, that was probably an extra piece. I like that you can do it as a whole gingerbread house, like this, or you can open it up and display it just like that. We might have to buy a bigger house for more Legos. Build a house out of Legos. Oh, and we forgot our Santa that's up here. Oh. There we go. These are the extra pieces. There's a lot of extra pieces. I might use some of these as decorations. Although these are pretty evenly spaced out. Put some on top. Now I've done it. I can't get them off.
On occasion, we thank our supporters like Southampton Dog of Eastern Long Island, New York, where all of your trusted professional training and care needs are available in the Hamptons. SouthamptonDog.com. Thank you for listening to Seaburg1000.com. To support our station, check out our web store on the site. We also have an eBay store. Search Seaburg Music Library, Inc.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. And I think that is... Yep, that's the end of it. So, and we're right at about 3 hours where we typically end. Thanks everyone for being here. We're gonna find... there it is. We're gonna go find someone to raid. Thank you, Roxy. The Arwitchy. Same. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for bringing the community here. I'm much appreciated. Nancers, Chunks, thanks for being here. Panda, thanks for being here. Chili, thanks for being here. Much appreciated. I appreciate you guys for being here, hanging out. Everyone who came in with the raid. Yes, it was nice. You have a good night as well. Let's go. Let's see who's... let's see if there's someone building some Legos on Twitch. There is Mac builds bricks. Let's go there. Yep, you guys too. Thanks for being here. My keyboard is off to the side. So he's building... Oh, he's doing... some advent calendar stuff and other things. Oh, he's dressed like Santa. Just like our Santa little guy. Put Santa back up here for the rest of the season. Thanks everyone. We will see you guys. I don't know if I'll be back Saturday because I have some friends coming over Saturday. But we'll probably try and do an early Friday night stream, or something. Maybe some earlier if we can figure some other things out. We'll see. But thanks everyone for being here, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.